Yo, Fellaship, what up? Welcome to the Fellaship Hall with the Twins and Ralph. I am Ralph, a.k.a. Big Ham, a.k.a. the smartest one in the room. And I'm back with my fellas. Twin number 1, Keith, and twin number 2, Kid. Fellas, let us know what's up, baby.
What's up, Fellaship? It's your boy Ken, aka the Odd Man Out. Thanks for tuning in with us today as we talk about snowfall.
What's up, Fellowshippers? It's your boy Keith, the moderator. You know me. I know you. Let's go ahead and get this going. As Ken already stole my thunder, we are doing Snowfall. We are doing the season finale of Snowfall, episode 10. Let's see what the Saints and the Aints up to. Big Ham, kick it off.
Ain't not bad.
Hey, man.
You like that?
Settle down.
I was happy with the way my boy responded, man. I think it was Kid who early on was always kind of doubting the gangster of Franklin.
He was.
He always doubted the gangster of Franklin.
Franklin's not a gangster.
And that thing, man, look, he was gangster in this last episode, brother.
He was gangster.
Oh, my bad.
He was
my
panicked.
bad. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ham.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He was panicked, but he was gangster in the way he responded. He responded hard.
Yep.
Like,
my bad. You're right.
I was tired of him just, he a lot of times was later taking to try to take the tactical, peaceful route, and even did, Leon, who we thought was a little more gangster as of late, since he becoming, more of an activist minded, he been willing to take the peaceful route out, especially when it came to Kane. But when this happened, he was ready to walk away, and then Reed stole that money from him.
Mm-hmm.
The boy was on a tear.
That money was a little funny.
Teddy.
The only thing that I hated that he did get to do was kill Louie. I want Louie. Well, we'll wait. I want Louie dead. Anyway, bro, I like the way he handled it. Hey, he went back and called them girls who were always down for a payday.
Yep. Diamond and
not Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk. Them Trumps are coons.
It's
Black Diamond and who?
Black Diamond and Dallas and Black Diamond.
Yeah,
Dallas
Black Diamond and Dallas. Yeah, he called them.
Too.
He called them. Diamond and Silk. Them Trump schools. We got Black Dallas and Diamond. They came and they went it.
Dallas and Black Diamond
robbed all the spots. Now I was with the bag said, Franklin. I wanted Franklin to take everything, all the money, all the coke.
I think he did, right?
Money.
He could have left the coke. I didn't care about the coke, but I think
gotta sell something.
Yeah, I think he did take the money because they just didn't show him getting everything. But
I think he took it all.
Yeah, take the coke too, man. Break them folks all the way down.
Like
break
them
folks all the way down.
Like he did that. Him, not they.
She did him.
He did that. He took out their security people. He with it. I
Franklin
wouldn't even had to meet with Louie like that, man. I would have just. I wouldn't even put. It's hard that he put Kane on her. I had to do it myself, bro. I had to do it. Louie and Jerome can get it, both of them.
Why Jerome? Jerome doesn't deserve it.
Jerome don't deserve
it. Jerome. The only reason why Jerome deserves it because he been riding with Louie when he knew she was wrong.
Bingo.
But that's what you gotta do.
He been riding with this woman. He knew it was wrong. He wasn't comfortable with the moves she was making.
Yep.
And he did check her on it.
That's right. Well, he sort of checked her, but she just
he did. He just told her. He just let it be known.
Yeah,
he wasn't always 100% with it.
Yeah,
but he should have knocked it down.
You can't check somebody, Ralph, and they still do what they want to do.
You can, but you can't be lockstep in with them though.
Can be when she told him that she went behind Franklin back and went and got with Reed, he should have just completely shut that whole thing down.
Mm-hmm.
He should have, because there was nothing good that's gonna come out of that with him. Frank. There was gonna be no civil way to resolve that.
True.
No civil way to resolve. Like that, he already said to her, "You gonna let this go? You gonna let this go? You gonna let this go?" Told her let it go. She didn't, and she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And now it's no turning back. There's no turning back. And the only reason Franklin's still here is because of Jerome. That's true.
Yes,
that's true. The only reason he's still here is because of Jerome. But for real, man, I just can't wait to get the guys to go. I can't. I had it. Y'all have been putting the beef between them on there a couple of times.
Oh, early.
I didn't put the beef, and I didn't put her until the last time we potted the show.
Okay.
But listen, bro,
spit it out.
She got to go.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, let's get to somebody that's not.
One thing I wanted to say.
Go ahead.
One thing I wanted to say. I'm ticked off at Cissy, man, because El Loso got
ticked off.
Ticked off.
Ticked off at her.
I don't know if Cissy had anything to do with it also.
I think she did because the
She
DA
did,
people
man.
were recording the wedding.
Remember, because she had them.
But so is the dude we keep saying fell around the DEA? He a Russian?
No, he KGB, I think. But they still working with the DEA because the DA was definitely
because he
recording
worked
the
with
wedding.
the DA guy was the guy he talked to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really?
It's Cissy fault.
Yeah, it's Cissy fault, man. So
Mm-hmm.
El Oso got clapped, and so I'm upset with Cissy for letting him get clapped. I'm also upset with Reed for not protecting him, man.
Reed didn't know what was happening.
We getting too close to guts to go. We getting too close to guts to go. Let's reel it back.
I'm just saying I'm upset with Reed because Reed already, we already upset with Reed with how him and Franklin going down. Yeah. But I'm also upset with Reed that he protect El Oso. El Oso should be going down how he going down, bro. Where he been working with Reed, man.
Also been the only true one, man.
Reed just
only loyal, honest.
Yep. Ken, go ahead and give us your reaction.
Man, it's somewhat refreshing to have a season finale that actually has some sustenance. And don't get me wrong, I've had some issues with this show this season, saying that they did a lot of gimmicky stuff. The tiger, the LSD, and the chocolate. They did some gimmicky stuff that made me upset. But at least they knew how to end the season, giving you something, and making you want more. And that's the kind of stuff that you can bounce back from. You can bounce back from the foolishness or silliness with something like that. So I was pleased with that. The whole Reed or Teddy taking Franklin's money, that was harsh, that was rough. But that's Teddy, man. Teddy is cold and calculating. And like he said to that CIA dude, I took it from somebody that can't complain about it or can't report it to anybody. You know what I mean? That joker's super smart. And that's the thing. They make him so smart. Franklin's super smart also.
Super backstabbing.
Who?
I said he's super backstabbing.
He's a super backstabbing.
He was always going to do that, though.
Yep, that's
it was never going to end well. It was never going to end well for Franklin, especially when Franklin was putting all his money online and where it could be accessed. El Oso, hate him or love him, he had the right plan. He had his money in cold hard cash.
I remember Franklin had his money. Location. Franklin had money too in
Peaches store. That's true.
But another thing about it was when Franklin made that call to him on the LSD, that's how he got all that bank account information, though.
That's why he got it. That's why he went to the house.
That's what he mean.
When Franklin made that call, Franklin probably could have got away with a lot of money.
That's Scully's fault. So, but it was good, man. It honestly, the whole Louie thing is rough. It's harsh. And Louie is like cold-blooded, man. Louie is like, I'm about me.
I loved Louie.
Louie is like, I'm about me, man. This is my chance. Let me shine. I can't help. I mean, everything going on with you is rough. But,
that's you.
That's you, man. Toughen up. And then I was disappointed that Franklin pulled a gun on her, though. And the reason, I admit it. The reason is because they were having a conversation, and just because Louie said, I ain't gonna help you or I'm not gonna do this or that, it's no reason to pull a gun on the lady that you've been knowing presumably since you were a kid. I'm assuming
not there.
So I think Franklin was wrong, and that's why Franklin got ran up on by Bo. Because listen, Franklin got to the point where he thought Louie was his child when he said, I'm telling you what you're gonna do. And don't get me wrong, Franklin still like criminal protagonist. Louie has made us all mad, but Franklin approached that situation wrong, man. You can't try to give orders to somebody.
That situation, bro, was just pulling the gun. He should have pulled the gun and immediately shot her.
Go ahead, Ken.
Franklin, to me, that's where Franklin messed up. When he commanded her to do something and then pulled a gun on her. Because Louie was smart. I like Big Ham head rolling. Louie was smart enough to have backup. And she said it to Reed, I'm not going anywhere by myself. I'm not going anywhere without having support. And Bo right there, ready to kill Franklin. And Jerome saved Franklin in that situation. And then the whole Cissy Saint thing, Cissy and Franklin at the end, I do not care about Cissy Saint, man. Franklin shouldn't even, I guess he don't know yet, but Cissy's still a snake to me. And then the final thing, like Big Ham alluded to at the beginning, I do question Franklin's hardness, but after that whole pulling the gun on him and the interaction with Louie, which somewhat was deserved because Franklin stepped out of line, Franklin, Robin, Jerome, and Louie was a hardcore gangster move.
Exactly. It was not a tuck tail and run move. It was all right, this is serious. Right. This is what
we at war. We at war. Let's get it.
And I did it.
And then I guess I'll give an honorable mention to the whole Leon leaving his gang and then the other dude taking over and immediately being ignorant.
Stupid. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bothers me because I don't know. I mean, I guess sometimes people do really act like that, but why couldn't dude be smart or somewhat intelligent? You know, you got to shoot your gun in there because you winning dominoes.
He gonna run it.
Me, man.
Hey, but that's real life.
That's real life.
I know, man. I know, and it's sad to me, man.
He should have stayed at the head.
It's sad to me. But like I said, man, I gave it a lot of flack this season, and deservedly so. But they put together all of it. They put together a good season finale, and I'm happy with it.
All right, so you guys didn't mention it, but I'll do it real quick. Honorable mention to Javi. Javi went out okay. He went out okay. I think he rolled over a little bit though. But you know, he ain't got no loyalties. I can't blame him.
He flipped. He rolled over completely.
I wouldn't say he flipped. He just gave out information to save his own life.
That's flipping.
Nah, man. He
was a contractor.
Yeah, he said he didn't have any loyalty. Yeah, he was trying to save his life. Okay.
Yeah, so I thought dude was dirty for killing him, but it is what it is.
I'm sorry, Keith. Let me just say, since you brought up Javi, no, those two dudes shouldn't have left that apartment. Javi had to jump on him with a gun. I'm disappointed that Javi didn't take them both out. Javi, a weapons dealer, a weapons expert. He should have been able to kill both of those guys.
He too busy trying to figure out where he'd seen the bit before.
Exactly. Exactly. So that bothered me.
He's at the wedding.
That's another thing. The Cissy fault.
Yeah. Another thing y'all didn't mention was Veronique's phone call. Obviously, it got to be to her mama, right?
To her mother.
Yeah, she gonna get that money back.
Yeah, maybe
get that money back.
Or maybe she finna scam somebody else.
She finna scam Reed to get that money back.
I don't know, man. It's hard to scam FCI.
You gotta think about it. Veronique felt like that was her buddy too.
It was.
Ralph, did you like that? Did you like the opening scene with Veronique? I know you were happy.
Broke out, man.
All right, Key. You shouldn't even.
I was like, why did you do my boy like that?
Let's move on.
We don't need this.
Let's move on. Keith, this is your fault, Keith. You shouldn't even brought that up.
Hey, I set it on the tee and that joker hit it. Anyway, it was a good episode, man.
I would prefer it to be Louie as Rome, and I hate Louie.
All right. Cissy Saint is killing me, man. She is killing me. She is a terrible person.
This should be killed.
She is a terrible person. She is just as bad, if not worse, than Louie. Because Cissy is putting the umbrella over everybody. Louie just combating Franklin. Like, we know that, right? We know that. It was a strong episode for Franklin also. He's showing his toughness. He's showing his...
somewhat.
Well, he's showing his rage, and that's something that's good to see too.
He shows some rage.
But see, the thing is, usually when people rage out, they don't be thinking. But Franklin seemed to be thinking. Yeah. And another scene that I thought that you guys didn't mention, but I also really liked.
Louie.
It was Louie. It was Louie. That scene, but right before when they walked into the walking down the hospital hall, and the nurse tried to stop them, and nobody acknowledged her. Like Dallas gave her a look of disgust, and that was it. I thought that was a pretty hard scene. But yeah, him telling.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I would say one quick thing with Reed. One quick thing was, you know how Reed took Franklin down when Reed needed Gustavo to be somewhere and do something for him, and Gustavo couldn't. Reed was like, okay, do whatever you need to do. And then Gustavo saw that car circling.
Trailing him.
It's obvious that it was the DEA people, but for a minute, I didn't know if Reed had set him up, man.
Could have been Reed.
It's scary, man. Franklin said he'll do the same thing to you. So I don't know, man. Reed is somebody that you angry with, but at the end of the day, man, that Joker is good at what he does, and that's the thing about him, man.
And you gotta give a show credit, the writers credit for making that dude somebody that we hate. Well, that we hated immediately once he came back this season.
Like he had a problem with him.
It wasn't long.
He was
like you try to hold on to the old Reed.
I was holding on to him too.
Yeah, but I'm talking for the first episode this year. I'm like, man, that dude different. I hate him. I don't like him. Yep. And that's a good job of them writing him that way.
Yeah.
And then also Javi dropped a little bombshell is that he's a freelancer. He's not a contractor. He's not working.
He's not with the CIA anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was something that I wasn't aware of either.
So what did the KGB do to Reed girl? Did he kidnap her?
Yeah, he took her for sure.
He got it.
But they never showed anything else about it.
They got a teaser for next season.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked, like, no disrespect, but I would have liked to see her dead in the seat. No, not nothing against her, because I actually like her character, but there would have been like more hardness for this dude and him
Dude
proving
ain't
the
hard
point
though, man.
to
He a coward, man. A coward and a liar.
he killed Harvey.
Yeah, after he lied to him, he a coward and a liar,
He
man.
did sneak away from Reed though. He had a gun. He didn't even want to interact.
He could have pulled out on Reed
Yeah.
and did what he lied to Cissy about what he gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But I still hated Bo getting the drop on Franklin and then him being there acting all hard when he was last week's episode, which we didn't get a chance to pod, as they were about to end it all.
Yeah.
And Louie saved him. Yep, Louie saved him. Louie was going to kill him, actually.
He had like he was broke. She just gave him $75,000. What did he do with it in the 80s?
He said he needed money
Putting
for
up
his
their
kid
nose.
or something.
Putting it up his nose.
It was 75 stacks in the 80s.
Yeah.
You just got it last week. You ready to kill yourself because you lost your police job?
Yeah, well. All right, fellowshippers, make sure you let us know what you thought about our reactions. I don't know if I really got to react because I was interrupted a lot, but let us know what you thought about Kendrick and Rams.
The content got out.
Big Ham, go ahead and introduce this next segment.
You said Big Ham?
Yeah, Big Ham.
This is the next segment we guys are Gots to Go segment, favorite segment of ours. Hopefully,
the third smartest in the room.
And this is a segment where we tell y'all the three characters who are creating the biggest problem for our criminal protagonists. And I want y'all to understand, Kendrick is a little cloudy. Kendrick a little cloudy. Our criminal protagonist is Franklin Delano Saint. I don't know if Delano is his real name. I just made it up. Franklin Saint is our criminal protagonist, and the people that we want off murdered in this drug game that's creating problems for our criminal protagonists are the three people that we guys feel like got to go from least greatest to most greatest, or 3 to 1. This is our Gots to Go segment.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it out if you guys don't mind. My number 3 Gots to Go is none other than the mother of our criminal protagonist, Cissy Saint, and it is because she is a dummy. She is doing all this crazy stuff because she wants to make Teddy pay for killing Alton, even though Alton had did everything in the past seasons to solicit his own death.
Deserve it, yeah.
And she even acknowledged that, and now she fell in love because they went to Cuba, and she wanna kill Teddy so bad that she willing to throw everybody in the fire just to make sure Teddy get burned, thinking that everybody gonna come out unburned. Exactly. Cissy Saint needs to go, and she needs to catch a bullet, fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Quick,
Ken,
fast.
go ahead. Okay, quick, fast, in a hurry. Ken, go ahead.
It's no point in me, him, and the hard. It's Cissy Saint. Cissy needs to go, man. Honestly, Cissy should be number 1, but it's just 2 other people that are more egregious that need to go. But Cissy, I mean, if it could be a 3-way tie, Cissy would be a part of that 3-way tie, man. That's how rough it is, man. Cissy, and we said this multiple times, Cissy saw everything that Alton did, and she's still doing the same thing, even worse. Why? Because she's going to the authorities. Alton was at least doing on his, little NPR or whatever, radio, television, or radio rather. So Cissy needs to go, man. And then, at the end, she talking about, Jerome and Louie got robbed. How you gonna fix this? Oh, I got some friends at the KGB to get this done. Blah, blah, blah. Cissy, you need to go.
Need to go.
Yep.
Need to go.
Cissy one got Harvey killed, man. Cissy one got Gustavo hemmed up. Yep. Cissy is the one that's causing the most problem for Franklin. He don't even know it. Yep. Cissy the one that made Veronique leave the first time. Cissy is a problem, man.
That's right, Ken. Good point. Cissy technically got Teddy's girlfriend kidnapped. Go ahead, Big Ham.
Hey, man, it's 3 for 3, bro.
Cissy Saint.
Cissy Michelle Saint. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell everything y'all said, but also she robbed for Alton, who, how long was it before her and Alton had been estranged?
Man, 10, 15 years?
Forever.
Since Franklin was in 4th grade.
Exactly.
He come back for 3 months and she fall all the way back in love with him and willing to put the whole family in jail to acquiesce his murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cissy Saint, man.
She
can go.
She can go. That's my number 3 Gots to Go, man. Cissy Michelle Saint.
Give us your number 2.
My number 2 Gots to Go is Louise Marie Saint. Louie. It was Louie. Louie got to go, man, and I want Louie to go with a headshot.
Oof.
Ouch.
I want her to be brutally murdered because first of all, she got this whole vendetta with Franklin. She blaming Franklin for something that wasn't even his fault.
The whole picking man boy over Scully was Franklin's fault. I think that's the beginning of the grudge.
Franklin was going, he wasn't agreeing with everything he did, but it came down to her getting shot.
She blamed Franklin for her getting shot. Yeah, that's what she blamed Franklin for.
You're a drug dealer.
Yeah. Right. It's the life.
That's the life you chose.
You're a drug. Yeah. That's the life you chose. You got shot. You can't be mad at Franklin because you got shot.
You've shot at people.
You shot at people. Y'all got people. That's just part of the game. So now since you got shot, you want to ruin Franklin because you got shot. And you kept it going, kept it going, kept it going. Your man had told you, look, let it go. It's not even good business. It's not better for business, but you kept being ambitious and greedy. And now you done created a problem to where you done brought out the most gangster out of a dude who was mild-mannered and calculated. Mm-hmm. Now he's pissed off, gangster and calculated. So now you have created a monster. She's created a monster. And now, not only that, you got a for sure hardcore street gangster
after you.
After you. And you done put my boy in the line of fire because he ride with you when he knew you was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Louie.
Jerome, go on, do it to save yourself. Louie. See my number 2 guys to go.
I don't want Jerome to do it, but he can watch. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, his number 2 is Louie. It's easy. Louie is the second most violent person that needs to be off. It's only one person that surpasses Louie, and we're all going to say the same name. I'm positive. Right. Yeah. But Louie has. So here's the thing. I'm somewhat conflicted because all Louie is doing is trying to make it to the top, just trying to climb up by any means necessary.
Louie stepping on people's neck.
By any means necessary part is the problem.
Yeah, family's neck. She's stepping on her family's neck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Franklin told her, "I'll kill you 10 times over to get my money back."
She's trying to ruin Franklin.
Yeah. I don't think she's trying to ruin him.
She is.
I don't know if she was trying to ruin him.
How you went behind his back to go directly to the plug, and you know the plug CIA.
Ken, she is trying to throw it in Franklin's face how much better she is than him.
She trying to bury him, dog.
Maybe, but that's the thing. Louie is trying to be on the top. Louie is, like she said at the wedding or before the wedding, she was just gonna be an arm candy or whatever. And that was the best she could accomplish in life. She's trying to prove herself, but Louie is going against the family. Louie is going against the one who basically got her foot in the door. Obviously she the one that gave Franklin the club contact to sell the first brick. But Franklin took it and ran with it and then brought Louie into more. I think, Louie and Jerome was just selling weed. So Louie has bought this up, and that's the thing. Louie is stepping on Franklin. Louie then went gangster where she don't care what happens to Franklin. Hey, you got messed over by Reed. I'm going to have to find out if it happens to me.
Exactly.
And so that's what it is. So that's why Louie is the problem. Louie hasn't violently done anything to Franklin yet. But Louie is the one that's causing a lot of problems for Franklin, which is obviously one of the rules, man. You're going against our criminal protagonist. You out.
My number 2 guys to go is Louie, also because of the reasons you guys said. And I agree with Ken Rev in his reaction. Like I kind of felt that Franklin was a little out of line when he screamed at her and pulled the gun on her. I just thought it wasn't quite Franklin's character.
It wasn't the equal force.
It wasn't necessary at the time.
To your buddy, your buddy, to see how you.
I mean, that's what Franklin said. To get my money back, I'll kill you 10 times over. But I still didn't like it. It probably was necessary, but I didn't like it. But that doesn't save Louie from my list because Louie has been doing stuff. Okay, first of all, Franklin didn't intentionally get her shot, right? They all were in the partnership together. They had a disagreement. Franklin overruled her, and then where the chips fall, they fall. But she has been actively going against Franklin, actively kind of like telling Jerome, you ride with me, we going against Franklin, not in so many words, but in her actions, which speak louder than words. Louie is my number 2 guys to go, and she should be my number 1, except is one person that's worse than Louie. And I'll give you my number 1. My number 1 is Teddy. It's Teddy because Teddy has been for 4 seasons our second criminal protagonist, has been having Franklin's back, having Oso's back. Oso is probably the most loyal on the show.
Period.
And then Teddy does the stuff he's doing this season, more so this past couple of episodes, that says to us, I've been fooling you clowns the whole time. I was always going to do this. No matter if it worked out or it didn't work out. I was going to clown this boy that I've been in business with, take his money, throw him out to the wolves, and make sure I'm still the one standing. I'm the one on the right side of the law. This is going to be my scapegoat. Always was going to be my scapegoat. And that's why I can't ride with Teddy no more, because I finally see it. And maybe it's on me for finally seeing it this late. But Teddy is my number one. He needs to be brutally off. Franklin needs to kill Teddy, Louie, and Cissy. Ken, go ahead and give me your number one, which I'm sure is going to be.
Yeah, it's Teddy. It's the person that Louie snitched on Cissy to when she first got in town at the little hibachi restaurant or wherever they was at. He still working with Teddy. And you tell her that. You know, and that's just how it is, man. But Teddy is the number one antagonist of Franklin.
Yep.
And it's sad, like you said, man, because Teddy was part of the show's foundation, man. Teddy is the one that kept you drawn in because Teddy was so smart. Teddy was the one willing to do the rough stuff. Teddy was the one that was cold,
seemingly looking out for Franklin.
Seemingly looking out for Franklin while Franklin was still, you know, coming up. But you know, you made a great point, man. This probably was the way it was going to go all along. No matter what happened, Teddy probably always had a plan to make Franklin the scapegoat, or he probably would do it to Louie too. And the Javi thing, I don't know about Javi. So he was interested to understand why Javi was missing. But if Teddy had anything to do with El Oso, man, I think he's dead to me. It's nothing else he can never do to redeem himself, man.
Can't do nothing to redeem himself, no.
So I don't know. Teddy is the number one because he's the one that just took Franklin down. He did, you know, cause a hardness to come out of Franklin where he had to go after Louie and Jerome stuff, but he only had to do it because of Teddy. So it's Teddy. Teddy shouldn't have worked with Louie. Teddy should have made her keep going through Franklin. I think at the beginning of the season, Teddy told Franklin that he probably was doing too much. Yeah,
you need to drop Louie them.
Exactly. So it's the flip flop. It's the wishy washy.
But Franklin didn't do it. Franklin didn't do it.
It was Franklin's fault. He didn't follow Teddy's instruction, and then maybe Teddy said, "Well, I'm gonna have to teach you." But it's Teddy. Teddy's the number one guy to go. I'm sure it'll be the same for Big Ham.
Before Big Ham, you know, make it a 3P. Teddy lied to Franklin so easy on the phone. With your money? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
I knew it then, man. He was dead to me. Big Ham, go ahead and give us your number one.
Man, it's Teddy. It's Teddy. But before I dive into Teddy, another reason Louie need to go, Ken just said it, because Louie gonna snitch to Cissy about he's still working with Teddy. Guess what she gonna do?
Exactly, man.
Yep.
Man, Louie need to go, bro. But Teddy needs to go. Not only that, man, he also revealed that money ain't CIA money.
Right. He said
he give it to him.
He gonna make a donation.
He's gonna make a donation to them. So, and what he gonna do with the other money?
I don't know.
Keep it for himself, man.
Keep it for himself. Teddy got to go, man. He got to go. He is our number one criminal antagonist to our criminal protagonist. Yep. He's the number one guy. Next season is all about, and it's the last season, is all about, is Franklin gonna stay out of jail?
Hey, slow down. We on the Gots to Go. We'll get to next season.
Listen, on the Gots to Go, he needs the Gots to go next season.
Who had the bug in Oso's house? Teddy or
Reed. Yeah, Teddy.
KGB? Had to be
Teddy.
Teddy put it in there.
Teddy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Teddy was back.
Now also in jail,
man.
Now also in jail.
Mm-hmm. From that old cop, from that old DA agent that sent that old rotten woman to infiltrate
the lady that got killed. He still also killed. He had a vendetta about it.
You know
why also? I mean, I know also killed her, but what did she do?
Also got the reporter killed and got altered all of that bitch. Got him killed.
I was glad when Irene got it though.
Yeah,
Irene needs to go.
Also killed her because she made that other girl leave, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah.
Luciano.
All right, Big Ham, since you jumped the gun a little bit, let's go ahead and talk about next season. You already told us next season will be the last, so let's go ahead and talk about the final
season. So it's all about how will Franklin bounce back and get this money? How will he get Teddy? You know, how is he going to navigate throughout the waters of he just put Louie in a line of fire? How is he going to navigate there by? I'm sure he what Louie did, but I don't know if he what his uncle did. So how's he going to try to save his role while getting Louie killed? what he gonna do when he find out when he finally finds out that Cissy has orchestrated and set this whole thing in the motion that got all them under the gun. So I wonder what he's gonna do with that. And also, I want to know if Veronique gonna be able to get their money back. You know what I'm saying? But
you interested in Veronique now, huh?
I'm not. Nah, come on.
No, I'm saying like her storyline.
Yeah, her arc.
Yeah, the fact that she got that skill set is important to the story. Also, man, will he kill Teddy? Will he kill Teddy? That's what I'm gonna be waiting for next season. When will Teddy go? That's all I'm waiting for. I want to see Louie die. I want to see Teddy die next season. How will it happen? I'm ready to go, man. So it's gonna be. I can't imagine the final season not being explosive.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna go out with a bang, man, and I'm excited about it, and I'm anticipating it.
Ken, what you think?
Yeah, I think like Big Ham says, if it's gonna be the final season, they need to wrap up some stuff, or it'll be a disappointment if they don't wrap up things. And I think we started kind of talking about this at the beginning of this season when Jerome was kind of wanting to take a step back and do more for his community and things like that. I think we probably end up losing Jerome over Louie or Franklin rather. And I think that's what probably happened. And that's something that either tragically brings Louie and Franklin back together or solidifies their disdain for one another where they just don't rock with each other anymore. But I think we probably end up losing Jerome, which hurts, Franklin, Louie, and Cissy. I don't know what happened.
Make it a whole lot easier for Franklin to kill her, though.
I don't know. If Jerome is gone, then she the last piece of him he got. So you can spin it multiple ways. But I think we end up losing Jerome, which is what's going to be the sad thing. I think Franklin and Louie probably survive. Honestly, I can't really see Teddy dying either. Because I don't see how Franklin can get the jump on Teddy, unfortunately. Yeah. Unless him and Gustavo try to do it together, which may be the only potential. But so you got to get Gustavo out of jail.
Gustavo gonna be in jail, man.
Yeah. So I think we lose Jerome. I think that's the main thing.
Teddy is working solo, bro.
Teddy's still super smart, man.
Especially his girlfriend gone.
He gonna get her back.
He can be had.
It'll be interesting, but like I said, what Kendrick thinks is going to happen is that we'll probably lose Jerome, and then Franklin ultimately probably gets some of his money back and maybe leaves the game, maybe not. But I can't see Reed dying either. This is my thoughts.
Yeah, I worry about. I'm not worried, but I just wonder what direction they could go in because they could go in so many. Like Ken, that's an interesting point, and it makes sense that Jerome will die, and it either brings Louie and Franklin back together or separates them. I also could see Cissy and or Louie dying and making Jerome starkly against Franklin, which would be bad to see. So that's another aspect. I agree with you, man. It's hard for Teddy to die. I think that Teddy is probably going to ride off into the sunset, unfortunately. Or maybe he won't ride off into the sunset, but he'll be alive, I think. And that I kind of hate that. I also
think if he dies, it won't be at the hands of Franklin.
Yeah, but I just don't see him dying, like you said. I don't think Franklin will die either. I think Franklin might go to jail, but I don't think he'll die. And one thing I guess that's possible is would be kind of like a super explosive type thing that sends Franklin over the edge is that Veronique dies or something like that happens to her, and then Franklin, loses all loyalty to anybody and just goes on a rampage. But of course, Kane is going to have some impact next season. Hopefully, he gets close to Louie, and that's what I fear that he may take out Jerome, Ken, and that'll bring Louie and them together. But Franklin will be the one that set it in motion. So it's a lot of different avenues they could go. So I'm interested to see this show. I think this season had its ups and downs, but like Ralph and Ken said, this season finale was really good. Javi died. He was a character from season 1, but he died. It wasn't like the biggest death in the world, but at the same time, he had been there so long, you still had some kind of care for the character. And he always said, even when he was about to die, he had a soft spot for Franklin in his heart. So I liked Javi's character. It wasn't like the end of the world for him to die, but at the same time, I don't think he had to die. That Cissy caused that to happen. So it was rough. So next season, I'm just interested. I think Javi is done now. There's no retribution for Javi or nothing like that. So I just brought that up because another send off. But yeah, hopefully Leon. I hope Leon has to come back and team with Franklin to get back violent like they were in the beginning and do something. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, Big Ham, go ahead and close out the show for us.
And we appreciate y'all for coming into the Fellaship Hall with the Twins and Ralph, man. Hope y'all continue to rock out with us as we continue to do these pods on these shows that we love, man. You can follow us on Facebook at the Fellaship Hall. Follow us here. Like, subscribe, comment. Use it, hit that notification bell, and be a full-time fellowshipper with us. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Raphael Hammond, and on Instagram and Twitter at HamDog22. Until we see y'all next time, fellowshippers, y'all be blessed.
Be blessed, fellowship.